Alright, kiddos, we are going to make something like pizza, only American. So it's not going to have tomatoes or pepperoni or any of that kind of stuff in it. But it's going to have some roast beef, asparagus, mushrooms, onion, cheddar cheese, and gravy. Instead of tomato paste, we're going to use gravy for the pizza dough. Okay, so I've got some yeast in here. That's just 3/4 of a cup warm water with 1 package of yeast and a teaspoon of sugar to get the yeast activated. And so the yeast has been waking up here for about 15 minutes, and you can see it's pretty active. So I need to, it almost smells like a beer. Okay, so I need 2 cups of flour, and I am using Bob's Red Mill flour. Plus, I need to turn the oven up here to operating temperature. Okay, so let's dry the measuring cup out. We're going to be sticklers for accuracy here. Okay, so I'm just going to use the perfect pizza crust recipe on the package of Bob's Red Mill artisan flour. And so there it is right there, perfect pizza crust. So basically it just calls for 3/4 of a cup warm water, 1 teaspoon active dry yeast or instant yeast, and 2 cups artisan bread flour with 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So we're going to combine water, yeast in a large bowl. Then we're going to add the flour and salt and mix until a shaggy dough forms. All right. So let's get our 2 cups here. Okay, that's a little over 1. So we'll go a little under 1 now. Okay, and that's a little under 1. Okay, then I need to get my salt. I should probably be using some fine grain salt instead of coarse ground, but that's all right. So got to make sure I get my 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Okay, so that's just about it. All right, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Let me grab my stir stick. There we go. All right, so this will work. So let's just mix this up. And it's going to turn into a shaggy ball of dough here in a minute. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be just enough pizza dough for a medium pizza. It's going to have a rectangle shape though, because that is the shape of my tray. Okay, let's press it on down, and let's get some flour on the other side here too, so it's not so sticky to the hand. Okay, so remember, this is not Italian. We are going for something totally new, something American. Okay, so we're just about there. Need to get this crust thinned out more. No springing back. No spring back. Bad crust. Okay, let's see what we get here. Okay, this works good. This will work good enough. Okay, so here's what we're going to use for our crust. Heinz Homestyle Gravy, savory beef. I've never used it before, so see what it tastes like. Well, that'll work. It's not horrible. Okay. So we're just going to spread our gravy over the crust. And I'll probably use just a little extra gravy. I was not real happy with this. It has a huge blob of fat on it. And that was not what I was looking for. Okay. So we're going to do maybe 1/4 inch thick at the most cuts. See, that is entirely fat. That's how much fat they snuck in on this thing for me. Okay, so let's chop it up. Oops, got a runner. I'm going to put this aside and I need an onion. Okay, so I need a few mushrooms. Okay, let's rinse these off. Let's go ahead and drop these on. Okay. Dry those a little bit. Okay. And the last ingredient, some whole kernel canned corn. Okay. So there you go. We have got our crust, gravy, steak, onion, asparagus, mushrooms, and corn. Then I am going to just put on a little more gravy. All right, where'd my spoon go? Okay. So, I don't know. I think maybe I kind of like the name Wagon Wheel for a Western style dish like this. If you've got a better idea, leave it in the comments. And I think I am also, I'm just going to dust it with a little bit of black pepper. Okay, and then, by golly, I almost forgot one of my prime ingredients. If your name's Paul, this would be known as the secret ingredient. Cheddar, Tillamook cheddar, yellow medium cheddar. So I'm just going to use up the whole thing here. It's about the size of a cube of butter, and I'm just going to chop it up and throw it on there. And that should be the crowning jewel. Okay, there you go. So, had we done this in a round style, I would have cut that cheese and the steaks into wheel spokes, and that would have made it, and also the asparagus, I would have left those long. That would have made it a wagon wheel with spokes. And so we got the gravy on the crust, then we got the chopped up roast beef, tri-tip steak in this case, onions, asparagus, corn, mushrooms, a little more pepper, a little more gravy drizzled on top. And let's shove this baby in the oven and see what we get here. So it's going to take about probably half an hour, so that will let me clean things up. Okay, so hang on, and we will be back shortly. Okay, there you go. That is our finished product. The wagon wheel. Of course, this one here is square, and I didn't make the wagon spokes because it is a square. But next time, this here is just a test run, so we'll see what happens. Let me grab a plate, and I'm going to cut myself off a slice and give it the old taste test. So hang on a minute. No, I'll just run over to the table here and try it. Then I have a broken fork tip. Don't know where it went. But it's very good. That's very tasty. I like it. So if you want something more meat and gravy instead of a pizza, here you go. Okay, all right, does it. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Very tasty, and I'll make it again. In fact, I will make it again. Only I'll do it with a round pan next time. I just don't have my round pan with me. Okay, so there you go, live from the Iron Truck Camper Chef in Iron Truck Camper Chef Kitchen Stadium. Wagon wheel, an all-American dish on a piece of bread. Hey, it's me again, the Iron Truck Camper Chef, and I just wanted to say that dinner was really tasty, filled me up. I actually kind of had to take a nap after dinner, so it's pretty good. Kind of different, you know, maybe people aren't ready to see something like that, but you gotta remember, hey, what about our friends up north, those Canadians? They've got their poutine stuff that, I think, what do they make it with? It's cup with French fries, cheese, gravy, served over kitty litter or something like that, and they love it. So this here is just kind of an American attempt to come up with something that's American. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments. What do you think about the dinner? And what would you do differently? Alright? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. And we will see you on the next video. Good night.